Steelers' inactivity at the trade deadline. And it kind of dwarfed Mike Tomlin's comments today at his weekly press conference. You know, he said some interesting things, but we're going to talk about what they didn't do. And I don't understand why they didn't do it. Jacoby Myers moves for a 4th and a 6th. I'm sorry, I'd make that trade 100 times out of 100. I would have sweetened the pot. If Jacoby Myers is available for a 4th and a 6th, give him a 4th and a 5th. I do not care. I do not care. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, I mean, I don't have a problem adding him to the practice squad, but if we're going to sit here and pretend like he's some sort of big-time pass-catching solution, I'm not going that far. I look at the AFC, and I see things wide open. I see an opportunity for the Steelers. I look at how they played defensively against the Colts, and honestly, I'm pretty encouraged by it. I don't know where that came from, but I liked it. And my theory that I mentioned earlier was that they got fooled by that performance against the Colts. That they're grabbing that and hanging on to it and thinking that they're that good. They're not. That's not to be a downer. That's not to be somebody who's overly negative, because frankly, I think the Steelers are in a pretty decent spot. I came away from that Colts game feeling encouraged. I feel like it's still there. If the defense can play like that, I think they have a real chance to be something special. But I think they had an opportunity to add to their team today, and they didn't. And not an opportunity to pay through the nose and do something stupid. I'm not advocating that. But I am advocating a deal in the range of a 4th and 6th, getting that done. I don't know about you. I'm kind of tired of hearing about the Steelers pursuing wide receiver 2 options and coming up empty-handed. This isn't the first time we've heard about something like this. They were in on Brandon Ayuk, and this isn't a pony joke. They were in on DeAndre Hopkins. They were in on Christian Kirk. At least some interest in Deebo Samuel. They've been out there, and we heard this today, that Omar Khan was, doing his best effort and trying to land a wide receiver and doing their due diligence and all that cute stuff that you hear this time of year. They didn't land the guy. And now I'm left to look at DK Metcalf, who had 2 catches for 6 yards, and I'm not bagging on DK. What I'm bagging on is the totality of it, the group. I don't think they're good enough. Calvin Austin has shown flashes. I like some of what he did on Sunday against the Colts. Roman Wilson, 2 weeks ago, I thought made some strides. He made his, quote, boneheaded decision in terms of football protection late in the game Sunday. I thought Mike Tomlin's answer to that was kind of funny, but I'm still kind of dipping my toes in the water with Roman Wilson. I'm not pretending like there's a solution there. To a degree, I like how they've divvied things up with their tight ends. I'm not sure who's 1, 2, 3. Darnell Washington is a part of things. I don't think they've achieved liftoff with Jonnu Smith. I've said that. Pat Freiermuth is kind of in and out, but he's still there. But are they where they should be in terms of pass-catching options? And I don't think they are. I don't know how you let this deadline pass and don't address that. Pardon the double negative.